Hey Fuzzbutts, it's Sydney. Welcome to my manga haul for April of 2024. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with some of the publishers that I got less releases from. Starting with ones that I've got. I think this one's actually only one volume I've gotten from this publisher. This is a single one-off BL volume by Animate International. I don't really know any other manga they publish. I know I couldn't get this through my usual uh, bookseller I buy it through. I had to get it through Kinokuniya. Um, I don't know much about the publisher in general. I know Animate is a company in Japan, but yeah, I don't really know much about it. But yeah, it looked like a cute BL, so I decided to try it. Next, we've got In Rollback Volume 1. This is the first series we have from Alien Books. It's not a book I'm going to be reading, it's one my partner got. I think I'm not sure if there's any Alien books I'm looking to pick up, maybe with some of the future licenses that they get. Then we've got March Comes In Like a Lion, Volume 2 by Denpa. This is the only Denpa release I have this month. I don't really know if I have any other Denpa series. I know I have Kuma series. I'm probably forgetting one Denpa series, but this is the alt variant cover by Kentaro Miura. I had to order this separately, but the normal cover it comes with is a traditional French flaps cover. And then if you order the dust jacket, you can kind of slip it over the French flaps. Next up, we've got J Novel Club. I've got two volumes from J Novel Club this month. First of all, Volume 1 of Part 3 of A Sentence of a Bookworm, the manga. It's really weird. The Part 2 is still ongoing with, I think, a few more volumes left, but they decided to go ahead and publish Part 3 already. I'm not entirely certain why, but I can't really read that until I actually start reading A Sentence of a Bookworm, because I only read the first volume so far. Then we've got The Villainess's Guide to Not Falling in Love. This is a new Villainess series by Square Enix. I don't see a lot of their series. I don't have a lot of their series in the standard size, standard manga printing. I usually only have their oversized one, so it's cool to have that. And then we've got another one in that standard size from Square Enix, Demons of the Shadow Realm, Volume 4 by Hiromu Arakawa, the creator of Fullmetal Alchemist. And the last one, oh no, not the last one of the last ones I have for Square Enix is Soul Eater Perfect, Volume 14. I think we're only a few volumes away from the series completing. I think it completes at 18. I might be wrong, but I am planning on picking up Soul Eater Not because it's also releasing in this hardcover edition. Next, we've got Ice Guy and the Cool Girl, Volume 4. Still in love with the art style of the covers, everything about the series. Like, it's just so pretty and gorgeous. Love it so much. Yeah, I'll splurge more about it, talk more about it in my reading log. Then we've got the final volume of Marmalade Boy Volume 5, which kicks off the Seven Seas section of the haul. This collects volumes 9 and 10, I think, of the original Marmalade Boy. I don't remember if these are 2-in-1s or 1.5-in-1s. Next, we've got Killing Stalking Volume 6. I'll say more about this in the reading log. I'm sure if you've watched a lot of my videos, you'll know my feelings on Killing Stalking. Then we've got My Cat is Such a Weirdo 3. This is just another cat series. I'm not actually reading this one, it's my partner's pickup. Next, we've got My Androgynous Boyfriend Volume 4. I think this is the semi-final volume of this series. Really cute so far. Next, we've got a one-shot, Nagahama to Be or Not to Be by Scarlet Barrico, who is probably my favorite yaoi mangaka, or shonenai, BL, that sort of thing. So, happy to finally have another one of her works. Then we've got Homunculus 7 to 8. Don't really plan on reading Homunculus. This is my partner's book, kind of rolling it into my hauls. Um, it's because he doesn't have a lot of things that he purchases for himself, so it doesn't really feel like it's worth dedicating a whole segment of time to talking about that. Then we've got Gap Papa, Daddy at Work and at Home, Volume 4. I think this is actually the latest volume in Japan, too, so releases are going to slow down a lot. Then finally for Seven Seas, we've got Don't Call It Mystery, Volume 7, 8 by Yumi Tamura. You can see I'm reading this right now. Really hope more people pick the series up so publishers will see Tamura is popular and hopefully license some of her other works. Next, I'm going to get into Kodansha with Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun, Volume 7. Then we've got A Condition Called Love, Volume 7. Watching the anime for this season. Super loving it. Next is Witch Hat Atelier Kitchen, Volume 3. Don't know how long this spinoff's going to be. Then there's Super Morning Star, Volume 3. I know this one's ending in a volume, or at least a couple volumes from now. Then next is Rent a Girlfriend, Volume 24, with its very fast release cycle, and these really weird looking cookies, food items on this plate. I don't know. It's like photorealistic, not. I don't know. It's weird. Next is Quality Assurance in Another World, Volume 7. I don't know if I mentioned I'm into Kodansha right now, or if I just forgot to mention that I'm talking about Kodansha releases at the moment. Next is King in Limbo, Volume 2. Another semi-final volume. This is a shorter series. Kind of surprised with how short it is. It has a very interesting plot. I'll talk about it more later. Then we've got I Got Reincarnated in a BL World of Big Man Boobs, which is just a wonderful title, and with the cutest fellow on the back here. It's very goofy. Then finally for Kodansha, we have the big boy that is the Vinland Saga Omnibus Deluxe Edition, whatever you want to call it, Volume 2, with, I think it was Latin on the top here. Nice and expensive at that beautiful $55 price point, but it is a very, very heavy, substantial release. Right, next I'm going to get into the Viz releases, starting with Komi Can't Communicate, Volume 29. Then we have Sakamoto Days, Volume 11. Still killing it with that cover art. And next is Mission Yozakura Family, Volume 10. I want to watch the anime for this. It's just too bad it's on Hulu, so it's a bit of a pain to watch. Next is Marriage Toxin, Volume 2. This is actually my partner's pickup, but like what happens a lot of the time, I ended up getting into the series, and he hasn't really read it. um, it's good, though. Next, we have the final volume, finally, of Kaguya-sama Love is War. I don't know why there was like a 4 month gap between the last volume and this one, but this series is finally completed. Next is the first volume of Gokurakugai. Gokurakugai. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce that. Did I say final volume or first volume? I meant first volume if I said final volume. My words don't work sometimes. Um, Next, we have Chainsaw Man Volume 15. Then, lastly, for I think this is just last reviews in general. We've got. Oh no, I have things weirdly segmented over here. This is the last Shonen Jump release, which is Boruto Volume 19. And I think Volume 20 is the last volume of the first part of Boruto. Not sure how they're going to license Blue Vortex. Then after that, I'm getting into Yin Press because my organization is terrible, with Why Ray Liana ended up at the Duke's Mansion Volume 6. I think that's the first manhwa I started reading. I can't remember. It's either that or Abandoned Empress. Anyways, next we've got Toge Oni, Volume 3. And I did not realize this was actually historical fiction. I didn't realize it was based on a real folktale, or a real. I don't know if folktale is the right word. Based on historical events in Japan. Of course, I assume it's like a folktale sort of thing. But anyways, next is the Summer Car Died Volume 3. Just really, really pretty covers, very striking. Then we have a single one shot called My Gemini. It's by Yu Morikawa, the creator of Mr. Villain's Day Off. Very different vibe from Mr. Villain's Day Off, though. I have that awkward laugh sometimes, don't I? Anyways, next we have Lord Hades' Ruthless Marriage, Volume 2. Just found out this is ending in a volume, and I'm kind of sad because I'm actually really liking it. Doesn't hurt that I am a sucker for Greek mythology. Then we have Fox Colored Jealousy, and this is a one shot my partner picked out that I also read. Then we're getting into the other Viz releases with Shy Volume 6, which is a show. Oh no, this is Yen Press. I lied to everybody. Y'all didn't hear anything. This is get into the Yen Press regular size releases with Shy Volume 6. Um, then we've got Miruko-chan Volume 9. And next is the Illustrated Guide to Monster Girls Volume 3. Next one's going to be the last one for that series. Then we've got two shojo beats with Rainbow Days Volume 9. I like the color on the number on the spine. All of them have been different so far. I think at first it was the rainbow, and then, rainbow's only like 7 colors, so if it's 18 volume long series, you can't keep doing the rainbow. Then we've got Taman's B-Side Volume 3. And guess what? More misorganization because I have a bunch of stuff before my next foray into the Viz Sigs. So starting with Tokyo Pop, I have 3 releases from them. Until Since I Could Die Tomorrow, Volume 2. The only manga I know about menopause. Then we have a one shot, The Reincarnated Cross-Dressing Princess Won't Be Looking for a Fiance. I just found found out through the details here that this might have smut in it, which is not what I was expecting, but I'm fine if it's a one shot. I usually don't really like reading straight smut, but why not? It's a villain. Oh, it's not a villainess. It's high fantasy with cross dressing. So then we have A Beast's Ascent into Love. This is my partner's pickup. Not sure if I'm going to read it. Maybe at some point. It's a one shot, so there's not really much commitment to it if I do decide to. Then we've got My Next Life as a Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom, Volume 9. Um, I haven't started reading the series. I've watched all of the anime so far, but I have not touched the manga because it's only been fairly recently I got fully caught up to it. Then we've got My Girlfriend's Child, Volume 4. Definitely recommend this, even though it's not a reading log, and I probably shouldn't be getting too off topic. Then we have Momo the Blood Taker, Volume 8. Next one's going to be the last one, and that's probably for the best. I won't expound on that for now. Expound? Words. Then we have I'm a Wolf, but My Boss is a Sheep, Volume 4. The next is Crossplay Love, Otaku X Punk, Volume 8. And then we've got another Villainess series. The first volume of The Condemned Villainess goes back in time and aims to become the ultimate villain. And that's Volume 1 right here. I don't know if I specified I started 7 Seas, but I did. Then we've got Cinderella Closet, Volume 5. Oh no. Book avalanche. It's off screen though, so I just sound like I'm going crazy. Anyways, then I'm going to get into 3 Titan manga volumes I got this month. We have 3 Exorcism Siblings Volume 1. This is the debut volume of this series about Tengu and sibling. I almost said sibling relationships. Sibling bonds. Let's phrase it that way so it doesn't come across weird. Then we've got Adam the Beginning, Volume 7, the prequel to Astro Boy. Of course, not officially written by Tezuka, but written by other authors inspired by Tezuka. And then finally for Titan, we have Poetry of Ron, Volume 2. This was a duology series, so this is the last volume for this one. Then we've got 1 volume for One Piece books, Tales of the Tendo Family, Volume 1. I don't see One Piece books doing a lot of manga, but if I do see them doing manga, it's almost always isekai. Then we've got, for resuming Viz, we've got Akane Banashi Volume 5, which is a Shonen Jump as well, so I really don't know where things got mixed up over here. Okay, now we're getting to the Viz Sigs with Steel of the Celestial Shadows Volume 2. I really want to see more people talking about this and reading it. It's super good. Then we've got a debut volume with Snowball Earth Volume 1. And we've got a shojo beat over here. I count it with the Viz Sigs because it's the same size as all of them, and there's not really any oversized shojo beat at the moment that I'm collecting. So we've got Neighborhood Story Volume 2 by Ai Yazawa, the creator of Ai Yazawa, the creator of Nana, which I still haven't read and I really want to. And lastly, for my pickups for things that came out this month, we've got Boys Abyss Volume 5, I believe. Yes. And now I'm going to get into the series that I picked up that didn't come out this month, stuff I'm trying to get caught up on, series I'm trying to complete. Starting with Yen Press, Oversized with Fruits Basket, Another, Volume 1. I did notice after I was putting this up that the top is extraordinarily yellowed, but it's whatever. I'm not picky about that sort of thing. Technically, I think Volume 14 is a new release, but I'm counting them both over here. We have Volumes 13 and 14 of Goblin Slayer. This is my partner's pickup, so he's finally caught up to the series. Now he just needs to catch up to Year 1 and start Daikatana, and it would probably also help if he read them. Then for Yen Press, we've also got Do Over Damsel Conquers the Dragon Emperor, which actually should have been in the standard releases. I really don't know how it ended up over here. I think it's just an honest mistake. This is Volume 3. Next, we've got Blood on the Tracks, Volume 2 by Shuzo Oshimi. Really want to collect the series all the way so I can finally read it. Then we've got a tiny little baby Dark Horse, which is Oh My Goddess Adventures of the Mini Goddesses, because I didn't realize there was a little four-coma spin-off of this series that was published. And I do realize now that I didn't mention Blood on the Tracks is vertical, which I think is under Kodansha now, but regardless. Next we have Frat House Troopers, which is um, Dream Spinner Press. I got the second hand because it looks so just stupidly horny and weird. Not really sure how it's going to be. It looks ridiculous, so I'm excited to give it a shot. Partners pick up now with the only J Novel Club over here, which is By the Grace of the Gods, and this is a light novel actually, because the manga is a lot further behind. Then we've got 17Cs, which is finally the second volume of my solo exchange diary. Been looking to find this second hand for a while, so I can finally. I think I only have one volume left in Nagata Kabi's bibliography, and that's, I believe it's my Wandering Warrior Existence. Not certain. Then we've got I Hear the Sunspot Limit 2. I initially picked up the series because I thought it was only a one volume, that I realized there's like six. But I committed to the first volume, I gotta commit to the rest. Next, we've got a couple Shonen Jumps with Bleach 37 and Bleach 39. Pick these up because they're still at the $9.99 price, and I think Bleach is gonna get, or has already gotten, the price increases to the $10.99, $11.99, whatever it is. So partner picked these up just while they were there. Before we would have had to pay more for the same volumes, or the same content, I mean. Then we've got Therapy Game Volume 1 and Volume 2, which completes this duology. I think it's the same universe as Secret XXX. It's related to one of the one of the BLs that I read and enjoyed, so I have to pick it up and read it. We've got a single Viz Kids release, which is Pokemon Kyurem the movie. Pokemon the movie, Kyurem the Sword of Justice. Uh, just picking up all of the Pokemon manga, except for Pokemon Adventures, because I'm still holding out hope that maybe they're going to actually resume the Pokemon Adventures omnibuses, but I never know. I'll save these three for last. So first off, we've got The Earl and the Fairy, the manga, Volume 1, and this is only 4-volume manga, but I've heard really great things about it. Even if the light novel's like 16 volumes, and this does not adapt nearly much of it. Then we've got Nana, Volume 11, another series I really want to read, but I am not at all close to having all of it yet. Same thing with Queen's Quality Volume 5. I do have all of QQ Sweeper, so I can actually read that, but I just haven't yet. And finally, we have the final volumes of Aoharu Ride, which are 2, 10, and 11. I picked this up because I'm enjoying Like a Butterfly. I always get these Io Sakisaka and one other shojo artist mixed up. I don't think it's the art styles, I think it's just it's something about them that I get mixed up. But yeah, I picked up Aoharu Ride because I really enjoy another one of the shojo titles that the author has written. I don't want to say, but I think it's Like a Butterfly and Sign of Affection, but that might be a different author. Anyways, I need to actually remember that next time so I can get my facts straight. But yeah, that is everything that I picked up for April. Um, I will probably try and have the reading log out in a couple weeks. I don't know why my voice cracked. Anyways, thank you so much for sticking with the channel and all the attention y'all give me. I really appreciate it. So I will talk to you guys in a couple weeks. Bye.